Today we're setting up my goals for March. I also have a sticker kit that I received from Paper Playhouse Co. If you're interested in learning more about this, stick around. Hey friends, welcome back. Today we're setting up my goals for March, and we're going to keep this one realistic and kind. This isn't about doing more, it's about choosing what actually matters right now and letting the rest wait. If you ever feel like your goals start strong and then fizzle out, you're in the right place. Before we get started, I want to mention that everything you see today will be linked in the description. That includes supplies, stickers, and links. For today's spread, I'm using a handful of leftovers from the recently retired Fern Creek stickers. I had this kit in my stash, and I have committed to using what I already have this year for the most part, but this week is already just begun. So I did set it up in my weekly spread before filming, but I have a whole bunch of leftovers here. So I'm going to throw them into my goal spread too. This is Fern Creek stickers kit number 205, and I have some washi strips, a weekly reflections page, which was what made me think of using it in my Makselife, some scripts that we probably won't use here, some date dots that actually might get used. So I'm gonna put the stuff that I'll probably use up here. Pictures, and I'm not certain that I'll need any of these boxes, but if I do, we got a lot of them. This is why I have so much in my stash, right? Okay, I'm gonna put this off to the side. I also have a sticker kit that I received from Paper Playhouse Co. They are new to the sticker scene, so if you're interested in learning more about this, stick around. I'll open up a whole big haul from them at the end. I did a February check-in a couple weeks ago during the weekly plan with me, but I always find it helpful to check again at the end of the month. Repetition keeps me grounded and honest with myself. But let's fill out my February reflections here. My biggest win this month was completing my 2 personality tests. I've been trying to learn more. Because I've been actually keeping up with this, it was very easy to pinpoint when I had my food allergy, what meal it came from, so that I could look in deeper and find out what actually caused the inflammation. So that was very helpful. At least I had more data to look back on. I don't know if I can actually say this because I have been learning a lot of things. They just haven't been what I planned on learning back in January. So I've learned a lot about navigating the public school system this month. And while some of the people have been more kind than others, the process itself has been exhausting. There's like meeting specialists and all the people that slow down to make sure that we are truly understanding what comes next before they push us towards the next thing. So focus for next month will of course be health, and I'm gonna go with connection because there's a lot of other things that have been taking a toll on our family. So connection is what we're gonna go for. I'm gonna give myself a 5 out of 10 for the month of February. Some things did move forward and some things were a struggle, but I learned a lot and that counts. So I can keep moving forward. Before we jump into the next thing, I do want to update my book tracker because I did see some progress this month, and I'm not sure if I will be having these out for the next thing. So let me quickly grab some markers. Okay, how many books did we finish this month? 12, 13, 14 books this month. I did go over a little bit because some of the books were not available, and so I went to fill them in, but some of the books that I filled in with, like this one I think was very short, so I ended up having more time so that I could read a little bit more. I'm going to put this Margot Halifax shocking reputation because that one has a very long name. So we have updated my book tracker for the month of February, and now decorate the monthly spread here with these leftovers. I want to be clear that I am fully aware that my goal of 120 some odd books is outrageous for most. And if you're in the I'm finally starting to read again for the first time ever, I was there just a few years ago. So I understand how important it is to celebrate every single win. So even if you're just trying to read one book a month or one book a quarter, please know that I'm celebrating with you. It was a huge accomplishment for me when I made it to 12 books in a year, and I just keep pushing the limit because the next year after that I was able to read 36 books in a year, which is crazy to me because I was able to read 3 times as much. And then the following year I read 52 books, 1 book a week, which I thought was insane. And then the next year I goaled myself for 75, I think, but I ended up hitting like close to 100. So then I decided 100 was going to be my goal. And mind you, I didn't read a single book since college until I think my daughter was 3 or 4. So it was like 15 years had gone by and I hadn't read anything that wasn't for work. But I definitely found a new passion when it came to reading. So that's why I made it one of my goals. And it doesn't have to be as big of a goal thing as I have, but any little goal, any goal you have, big or small, does not matter. You please know that I'm encouraging you to just find what works for you and find what works for you and achieve that goal. So since there's 31 days down here and no room for one up there. I'm gonna do what a couple of other people I know do and put this one down here so I can still track that amount. This is where I've been keeping my health tracker, just numbers that my dietitian needs, but having a monthly at a glance view works for that. And since I had this extra one, I'm just making use of what I have. So this won't be filled out right now, but it'll be filled out as the month progresses. Okay, next I want to show you some pages that I set up back in January that are part of the Momentum Made Simple framework. One of these is the quarterly overview. This is like a schedule at a glance to see what's happening in the 3 months of the quarter. And then I got to write in some notes over here because these are tiny. And so I just folded it up so that it could fit in my planner. And then this is the quarterly overview where I wrote down, kind of mapped out the focus for the quarter, which was reset, routines, and connection. And then I broke it down into themes for each month. The theme for the month of March is Spring Forward. That includes spring cleaning for the home. For health, I did have it at 90 soft here, but that has changed to the plan from the dietitian. And then I have spring break fun and a bucket list. We've already planned our spring break fun and we're super excited about that. That comes late in the month. This is my learning. I think I'm just going to move that to the next quarter and kind of reboot my BSP plan for the next quarter because that fell behind. I'm still working on my habits, my PM prep, working on movement and reading. I definitely want to build to my 5 Pilates a week plan, but I also need to plan on walks daily too, and it just hasn't been working lately. But I'm hoping that March will be a slow down month so I can jump back in. And then I have all the important dates for the quarter here and some other notes. So these are part of the Momentum Made Simple plan, which is my course. I'll make sure to link it down below if you're interested. Interesting forms. And then there's the monthly overview. I printed this one too to a page, so that's why it's so tiny. They're not usually this tiny, but I have them for 8.5 by 11, 7 by 9. But I do show the percentages, and so this is what it would print at if you did the A5 percentage. I just filled in plans from there, like my healthy habits that I'm working on, my spring cleaning, and taxes. I put them all together because that's kind of like saying goodbye to last year too, is doing my taxes. And then the spring break fun, we have the important events for this month, habits and routines, and then some other things I have over here that I want to remember along the way. And now we are ready to set our March intentions. So I have filled out some of this beforehand. I do have 12 books because that's how many I need to. I could probably drop 2 since I was over 2 this month, but I think it's good to have a little bit of a build up just in case there's a month that I can't finish all 12 books, or if I pick a really long book that won't be finished in time. I'm staying ahead. Then I wrote down dress to shoes because one of the things I'm struggling with my walks is that I don't feel like I'm ready to just walk out the door. So I want to make sure that I get dressed all the way to putting my shoes on. So all I have to do is grab my purse and then go for a walk. And I think that that will be a helpful change this month. I do want to do, I already did 2 quizzes. I did the Myers-Briggs, and then there's another one that's about the character traits. So I did that one too. So I want to do at least one more so that I can have a well-rounded view of myself in this new stage of life. So I am supporting myself with home care, specifically spring cleaning, not an overhaul, just little decluttering and deep cleaning, enough to make a difference. Then we have our spring break fun is another part that we are focusing on. I want to build a simple bucket list and plan a few highlights so that the month feels intentional and enjoyable for us all. Then my third focus is health, and back in December I started working with a registered dietitian, so we focused on nutrition in January and then started introducing movement in February. So for March, I'm just continuing my nutrition habits, gently rebuilding my movement, building the foundation that matters. Food mobility will always come first and strength will come next. And I think that wraps up my monthly goals. Let me add a little bit of washi to this page too, since I have so much left over from this kit. And after I set the monthly goals, I generally will jump into my first week. And as you can see, I've dated each week with like these little stickers. They're from sheet plans. They were just like a quarterly sticker sheet, but they had every single week. I liked them because it's like that washi paper, so it's not super thick and won't cause a bump if I add it all in the same place every week, which sometimes I do, because sometimes that happens. Anyways, so I have my weekly actions here. And this kit came with a weekly reflections sheet for this planner, so I'm just gonna stick in the matching kit for week 1. That wraps up today's goal setting session, but as I said, I wanted to open up a little bit of Happy Meal today. So since one of my values this year is sprinkling in the fun, I wanted to add a quick unboxing segment into this plan with me. My order is from the Paper Playhouse, which is run by one of my favorite creators, Adeline Zook. You may know her from her meal planning and cozy decor videos, but she recently launched her own sticker shop, and I was so excited to support her. The stickers are hand-drawn, beautifully made, and very affordable. Sticker-only orders ship free, which is always a win. I did get 2 orders. The first order is a big box, so I'm going to cut back to when I unbox that one now, and then we'll jump back for the sticker subscription. The first set of stickers that I got are the Homebody Starter Kit, which is filled with books, plants, candles, planners, and all of those cozy stay-in vibes. Then there's the Coffee in My Cup sticker sheet, and this one has espresso machines, some coffee mugs, cozy drinks, and some iced options here too. She also partnered with her incredibly talented mom and a couple of other friends and family to create some amazing accessories. I grabbed the limited edition planner caddy tote in the basil color, which sold out so fast. This one has 9 pockets, a full pen sleeve. I can put all of my zebra mild liners in here, well, most of them at least, which is amazing. And then it's made from a premium canvas, and it has cotton accents and lace. As you can see, I can fit my planner in here. It's perfect for Bibles and all of the things. I am so obsessed with this planner caddy. She also offers some ring planner covers, functional inserts in both Monday and Sunday start, notepads, and the monthly sticker club, which we have here. I did choose the stickers only tier. There's also another one that has some really cool accessories too, but I wasn't sure. So we are unboxing this together. This is, the theme for this month was pens, paper, and possibilities. That's super on brand here. It has a lined notepad with a little paper clip and some cute little cards. This is actually the planner ring binder that she sells in her kit. I think that this one is the color Sage, but that is so cute how she drew that out. Then we have my sticker sub. This one came with a vinyl version of the Pens, Paper, Impossibilities. A created to create pen cup. So cute. There's some tips on using the die cut stickers. And then there's the Paper Love sticker page. This one has a giant coffee cup and some school supplies, as well as a horizontal planner layout and a pen pouch and some sticker sheets. This is so cute. And then page that's very thick. That is some serious high quality sticker paper right there. Do you hear that? I'm excited to use this, and it has, everything is kiss cut with a little teeny white border around it. That's super fun. And then the next page here is got some little paper planners, some little coffee cups, some rulers. This is like a washi strip with pen and pencil, and some more washi. And then we have note to self. These are writable stickers. Oh, she did say that she used a different piece of paper, kind of paper for this one, so that we could easily write on it, because this one might not work with all of the pens. Like your gel pens are probably going to be a little slick on this paper, so permanent marker on this one, but this one would take a standard pen. And since it has notepads here, like for checklists, that's perfect. And that wraps up my fun haul from the Paper Playhouse. This shop is absolutely one to watch, and as I said before, I'm going to link everything down below. That wraps up my March goals setup. These goals are intentional, not heavy, and they're designed to move with me, not against me. And if your goals have felt a little heavy lately, let this be a reminder that progress counts even when it's quiet. Try to pick one thing that you can move forward this week, and let's let that be enough. Remember, just move forward. Progress over perfection. Thanks so much for hanging out with me today, and I will catch you next time. Bye for now.